My name is Shane. Her name is Jess. It's Shane and Friends Podcast. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. I was going to try. Hey, guys.
I liked
so
it.
that was like a riff, a parody, if you will, of Meghan Trainor's new song, No.
Oh, is that what it was?
Have you not heard it?
Nope. No.
No. Are you going to buy it? No. Okay, here's the thing. First of all, hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey,
We have a really exciting show for you. But first, we're going to talk about my obsession with this awful new song. Here's the thing. I'm not even a Meghan Trainor fan. Like, I'm not. Oh, my God. How
appreciate it.
weird what we were just talking about before we started rolling.
Right.
No, we're not going to say it. Anyways, okay.
Oh, is that who?
No. Okay, so anyways, hey, inside jokes, aren't those fun? No.
You
Okay.
wish you can be in on it.
So, anyways, Meghan Trainor, I'm not a huge fan. Like, I don't know. I get it. She's very talented. I get it. Her making out with Charlie Puth was a little much for me. I couldn't really take that.
Who?
Charlie Puth.
Who?
Hello. First of all, you should know her because she
it's a
made
woman?
our original theme song. You're like the Jane Dustin and Friends.
Really?
And then blew up. And you know that song when Paul Walker died? When I see you again. Oh, that's her.
Oh.
Yes, it's a him. I just love calling people her.
Oh, I was so confused. I was really like, okay, Meghan Trainor, live your life.
No, Charlie Puth, before he transitioned, made our song. And then, no. Okay, so Meghan Trainor's new song, I kind of don't hate it.
How does it go?
Well, okay, guys. It's about a guy hitting on her, which, by the way, listen. Don't make that noise. By the way, listen. I don't relate to this song because, like, I want people to like me. Hers is like, she's like, oh, I think it's cute that you want to talk to me. I think it's cute that you come up to me or whatever.
Okay.
And then she goes, my name is no. My sign is no. My number is no. You better let it go. You better let it go or whatever.
Oh, I have heard this. I
It's
didn't know
really
it was Meghan
good.
Trainor.
It sounds like a Britney Spears song from like 38 years
Yeah,
ago.
I'm into
and
it.
I like it. Anyways. Okay.
But listen, and she is saying that because as a big girl who embraces her body and her life and her everything, she's probably like, yeah, I like it when people come up to me, but I still can say no, even though that bitch has never said no until this year.
Oh my God. First
Love
of all,
you, Meghan.
The only time she ever
Just keeping it real.
My question about her is, number one, I don't think she's fat, and I feel like annoyed that people keep calling her fat. Also, Adele lost 200 pounds and nobody talked about it.
I know, right?
I saw her recently, and like she looked like Kimmy Gibbler, and I'm like, where did she go?
She
She
working
lost
it.
all the tanners.
And had a baby.
She did?
I think so.
I don't know anything about Adele.
Maybe.
I know she looks like who I'd go to prom with in high school. Like back when I was fat. You know what I mean? Like I'd be like.
I feel like you would look like Adele at prom in high school, and your date would probably look like somebody else.
Hello. Okay. I want to talk about something really quick.
Sure.
Listen, I had a lot of stuff written down. I had like the Oscars, Dan Daniel. I had a lot of like hot
Boring.
topics.
Boring.
I want to tell you, I went to a strip club for the first time in my life.
What kind? Because there's multiple different
dark,
kinds.
sad,
Like full nude?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I thought the rule was if you're fully nude, you're not supposed to drink.
They can't serve alcohol.
They did.
Girl, were you at
and they
Compton?
did. It was,
Were you at Bob's Classy Ladies on Sherman Way?
Let me explain. So while everybody was having their Oscar parties and doing their like fun Oscar-y
Why
things.
did you call me?
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Ugh.
So me and my friend, so he's gay, but he looks and acts very straight. So I can see where the confusion is at the strip club. But we'll get to that. So we're hanging out, and then we had a few drinks, and it got weird. And then we started walking down the street, stumbling down the street, and then we saw a strip club, and we're like, we should go in here. And then he was just like, oh my God, we should. I've never done this. I'm like, neither have I. Let's do it.
You've never been?
I've never been. I think maybe to use a bathroom, but that was it. So we go in, right? First of all, talk about an ego boost. So I was already feeling a little bad about myself, and we walk in, and this like black stripper girl, as I'm walking in, grabs my ass, and she goes, ooh, I'm glad you're coming in.
Oh, yeah.
And I turned to her and I'm like, what? And she goes, you're cute. I'm like, wait, what?
Can you say it one more time?
Do you but you also like my personality and
Right?
you kind of want to take me out? Like I was so excited. And
Like, wait, you're basing me on looks?
Yeah, I loved it. So then, I'm like, okay. So then we walk in, right? Super dark, like smoke, like pink lights, like all this shit. And then, of course, there's maybe two other patrons in there, and they looked like
Just the finest citizens.
like it was like I'm trying to think, George Lopez-ish type,
Ooh.
and like Fat Man Scoop type.
Oh.
People Google it.
Okay.
So you got Fat Man Scoop and George Lopez on the left and the right, and then me and my friend walk in, and we're both like two like tall, like,
Attractive dudes.
attractive-ish white guys, right? So we walk in. You would have thought that we were like the best topping at Yogurtland, and like all the fat cheerleaders were running to us.
Really?
All the strippers
Well,
cock their head, ran over to her. And we're like, oh, hi. And they're just like, oh my God, touchy, touchy. They're all naked. And we're like, we're just going to like sit down for a second and like
You can't
watch.
do that. You got to get your money out.
So we sit down. Well, I go to the ATM, I get money. We sit down. And then a girl walks over. Out of nowhere, she goes, hey. And I turn. Boobs in my face, puts her boobs in my face, rubs her boobs in my face. And I was just like, oh my God, what's happening? And then the black stripper that from earlier grabs the both of us and like takes us somewhere. And I'm like, where are we going? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe a special
private back
place.
room.
Can I just
How
say,
much money did you spend back there?
First of all,
how many songs did she get you
she
for?
lays us down on a bed.
Both of you?
Both of us.
What size was his bed?
It was large.
Okay.
Lays us down on a bed, close the curtain. And it's very dark, but I can still
Beads?
see her. No, full curtain.
Okay.
Full blackout curtain. And I'm just like, hi, what are we doing? And then she was just like, I'm going to fuck. And I was like, oh.
Oh no.
Wait.
Destiny
I
or
was like-
Crystal
I was like,
or
first
whatever
of
your
all-
name is.
I was like, first of all, no, like we're good. And then she goes, it's 150. And I was like, first of all, that's very low.
Girl, you
That's
better-
very inexpensive,
Girl.
Mina, or whatever your name is. Very cheap. Good bargain. So I was like, oh no, we don't want to fuck. And also like, I don't have that much money. I only have like $30 because I gave
Oh,
the
honey,
rest.
$30 ain't gonna get you anywhere in a
Because-
strip club.
And then she goes, can I be honest? You're both so attractive and cute. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Doesn't ask us for money. Takes off her clothes, drops down, and then, of course, my friend is freaking out. I don't think he's ever seen a naked girl in person like that
Whoa.
before. And then she takes my hand and she goes, grab my pussy. Takes my hand and like gently places it on her pussy,
No
which
clothes
is
over it?
wet.
Ew,
And I was,
ew.
hey, give me some credit. So
Good for
then-
you though. Yeah, right. Good for you.
I did that.
Look at you.
Okay, so then I'm just like, no. And then she starts like pounding her pussy down on my dick, like hard. And then while looking at my friend, she's like, you like that when I pound my pussy on his dick? And then my friend's like, no, not at all. And then she puts her hand down my pants, grabs my tiny little flaccid, which is tiny at this point, because I'm so not turned on. And then she literally, with the saddest puppy dog eyes, looks at me and goes, why so soft? And I was like, bitch, give me a notepad and some paper and a pen. I will write a list
You just
of
give her your
why so
books.
soft.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of reasons.
Girl.
So then she can't get me hard, and I'm like, you can take your hand out. So she takes her hand out. And then
You can take your hand
you
out.
can take your hand out of there.
Girl.
So then
Oh,
like she keeps
girl.
trying, she keeps like plopping down on my crotch, and nothing's happening.
Why so soft?
And I was like, I don't want to do this. And then my friend goes, listen, I have something to tell you. And then he goes, and before he finishes, I go, it's his birthday. So
nice,
then
good
she
save,
she
good
like
save.
goes over to him and starts like trying to fuck him. And then he goes, I'm gay, I'm so gay. I'm so gross gay right now. And then she was just like, you're gay? And then she goes, what about you? And I'm like half gay. And she goes, that's enough. And then she starts fucking me again. And then she goes, wait, you guys fuck each other.
Oh.
And then I finger, and we're like,
No.
no. I don't even know what that means. This is not
Whoa.
that kind of party. So then like she wouldn't stop. So then finally she just started dancing for us. And then she said, thank you.
Couldn't start with the dance.
She literally said, thank you. That was so fun. And then we left.
Girl.
So then we go back into the room, and the other strippers are there, and they're excited to see us again. And they're like, how was it? And I forgot to tell you the best part.
What?
When she said, why so soft? And I said, I don't want this. She goes, do you want Coke? And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
And not like Coca-Cola, like the drug?
No, she already spilled my Diet Coke. She threw
Oh,
panties on it,
bitch.
and it fell
That's
over.
why your dick was so soft.
100%.
You're like, my Diet Coke.
No, I need my aspartame.
Oh,
And
man.
she goes, you want Coke? And I'm like, oh.
Because
you
Coke
mean-"
makes your dick
I was
hard.
like, drugs? And she goes, you want a bump of Coke? And she puts her nail up to me. And I was like, no, oh my God. And then I got scared. I'm like, did I accidentally smell it? I don't know how Coke works. So I'm just like,
She
am I
like put it
coked
on your
out?
dick.
Oh my God, wait, is that
Was
what
your
they
dick
do?
numb at all?
I mean, yes, but not for good. It was so inside my body at this point because I was so
Because
not
if it's
into
on her
this
hand and
experience.
she's touching your dick, it's going to get on
Oh
your
my
dick and it'll be
God.
numb and you'll
You
feel
know what?
it tingly.
That does make sense. No. So we go back in. Like, I didn't do the Coke. It didn't get the AIDS from all of the situation.
probably baking
And
soda
then-
anyway.
And then my friend kept covering my eyes the whole time. And I'm like, why were you doing that? And he goes, because you can get HIV through your eyes. And I was like, what?
Oh,
He goes,
Lord, no,
if
you
her
cannot.
pussy was on your face, if the liquid or secretion or blood gets into your eyes, that's a way to get it.
No,
And he's
you cannot get it
100%.
that way.
It's 100%. I Googled it. And
You
I was
can
like,
get it through bodily fluids, but you
And
can't
through
get it
your
through an
eyes.
eyeball.
yes, you can.
First of all, what pussy's on your eyeball?
Hers.
Oh, sure, yourself. Enough said, enough
It was
said.
like goggles. Okay, so we go back out there, and then there's these two strippers, and like we sit back down, and we're like, okay, I have like $30 left. Let's like throw this at these strippers, whatever. The girl walks over, and she like wants me to put her in her asshole, and I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Where are you?
Literally
What kind
opens
of
her
strip
asshole
club is
and goes,
this?
put it in, put it in. And I was like, I don't, okay. I'm like trying to squish $1 in. So then,
Oh, God.
so then one girl goes, so then my friend once again goes, I'm sorry, I'm gay. Like, we're just here to make, like, laugh. And then she goes, ooh, okay, fun. So then she starts practicing all her tricks with us. And she, like, puts her head on my crotch and, like, lifts her legs up and I hold her
See,
up. And
that would have been fine.
and then she told me her life story, and she's like, my real name is this, like, my fake name is this, and like,
My
I
daughter
have
goes to
10
school
kids.
here.
Yes, I'm from Vegas, like, I have 10 kids. I'm from Long Beach too. And we talk about Long Beach. It was really sweet. And then as we started leaving, I was like, so how do you like get up in the morning? Like, why do you do this? She's like, honestly, I take a lot of Xanax. Like, I just come like really fucked up. And then I said, that girl tried to have sex with us and give us drugs, and they were like, oh. And they said her name, and I was like, "Oh wait, is
ratchet.
she like the only one?" They're like, "Yes," and she has every disease. I was like, "Oh my god,
Oh, God.
oh my god!" So we
Oh,
just
no.
ran home, Purell
Everywhere.
full Purell bath body bomb.
Oh, my
It
God.
was.
That's an interesting
It
first
was
time.
so fun, but also
Would you go back?
no. And then I told Drew about it, and I was just like, "Oh my god, Drew! Like they tried to have sex with me. This, not." And then he looked at me all seriously, and he goes, "I couldn't go." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's really depressing." He goes, "No, because I would have probably done it."
He would have.
He's like, "I'm sorry. If a girl puts her hand on my pants and says why so soft," well, she wouldn't say that because it'd
Right.
be so hard.
Yeah.
So that was
Oh,
my
little
strip club
Drew.
experience.
There was one time I went to a strip club for a friend's birthday, and I like questioned my sexuality for 1 second. Because this like big old fierce black queen just came up. Because like all of these dancers were dancing, and then this like big beautiful black woman comes on, and then all the people that were sitting there left, and then I felt bad, so I was like, I'll sit up there, you know, like I love a good show, you know. So I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden this bitch goes under the table, spreads my legs, puts her mouth on my pussy, and goes like a raspberry, and I was like, wow, like I had no clue how to feel, what to feel. I kind of liked it, but then I was like, girl,
Were
I'm
you
not
hard?
sure. I was very hard. Like I was so ready to stick it in. Like it wasn't. I didn't even need Coke, you
Right.
know. But like, yeah, it was just that was a pretty. I don't think I've ever been back ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
Wow,
intense.
wow. Guys, if you want a good time, go to the no, I'm just kidding. Give the address.
Right? Where you went though does not sound legit.
Well, this is the crazy thing. I'm not going to say where it was because I don't want to get them in trouble because they could actually get them shut down for what happened. But it was like in
a
a
popular?
well-known area. It wasn't like in some seedy area. It was in a well-known area by Oscar parties. There was a lot of Oscar people walking around. It was very insane.
Okay.
But I loved it, and it made me feel so confident. That time, and then when I went to, I've never been to a gay bar, but like years ago, me
You've
and my
never been to a gay bar?
I don't like that.
Oh, we
that
can
shit.
go.
No, I won't do that.
It's fun.
I don't listen. Here's the thing. I'm all about everybody. I love everybody. I don't like all the screaming and all the it
Oh, that
drives
scared me.
crazy.
I didn't know
You
where
what
that came from. I was like, where'd it come from?
but we and my brother walked past it because there's a good frozen yogurt place in the gay area, and it like all the flavors are like, come on my back, cake batter, like really good.
Solid.
So we went there, and I have never felt more confident. Me and my brother, who's like a big hairy guy, and like me, who's like a semi-big hairy guy, we walk past. I mean, all these gay guys are woofing at us.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know what this means.
Feels
so
good,
I'm
though.
Googling it, and I find out it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
like a
damn,
cat
get
call
in
for
here,
dudes.
motherfucker, get in here. And I was just like, oh my God, like this is,
Doesn't it feel good?
this is it. I was so excited. Like that's never happened to me in any situation.
Yep.
And then it happened at the strip club, and I was like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't it
All
feel
I
good?
need to do is pay people to like me.
That's okay.
And I'm okay with that.
Hey, everybody deserves happiness, and if you have to
Right.
pay for it, then pay for it.
Love that. Speaking of paying people to like you, we're going to get right into this because it's a long one.
Okay.
It is Farrah Abraham time.
Do-do-do-do-do.
God made a mistake.
Oops, bitch. Girl. So many
Okay,
things.
You ask me questions because there's so much.
How do you feel about Farrah Abraham stealing our podcast title? First question.
She, with no irony at all, looked at me when I went on her podcast and she goes, "What do you think of my title? It's called Farrah and Friends." And I was just like laughing. She's like, "What?" And I was like, "You don't. Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't
Okay.
even think she knows that
She
she
has no
stole it."
clue.
Because she doesn't even know she came on our podcast.
Nope.
Just like no. By the way, she wanted to come back. She's like, I'm in town till the end of the week. Can I come? And I was like,
Oh, she's coming back.
yeah, but then I got nervous because last time we paid her a lot of money, and I'm like, I don't have that money anymore.
Did she ask you to pay her again?
She didn't, but then I'm nervous. Like, what if she comes and then she's like, puts her hand out like,
Did she
fucking
pay you?
the stripper and asks for money? Did she pay? No.
So
please.
then it's even.
That's true. Okay.
Okay, so how do you feel about the
So that was a
stealing?
big burp. Okay. I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, it's funny. I
think it's
I
hilarious.
think it's funny. It's not. Listen, I love her in a really weird way. I really love her.
Did
a
she
lot.
do Farrah Abraham time?
Oh my god! Every day is
She's
very
like, did it,
Van
did
Damme.
it,
She's
it's Farrah Abraham time.
my
Did it,
God.
did it, I made a mistake.
She's like, I
Oops.
just created that. Isn't it
Yeah.
crazy? Okay. So, first of all, let
Was
me just
baby
start.
Sophia there?
Baby Soph was not in the house. Baby Soph, I don't think she even knew where Baby Soph was. Baby Soph was not around.
Makes sense.
Okay, now let me just say, I get there, and as I'm walking in the building, there's 10 paparazzi outside. And I'm just like, this can't be.
She called them themselves. She called TMZ, was like, this is what's happening.
Okay, so I get into the room, and I'm like, hey, Farrah, she's there. I'm like, hey, Farrah, there's like 10 paparazzi outside. And she goes, oh, they're here?
Yeah, exactly.
So then they all come in, and then I start hearing all the behind the scenes of how paparazzi works. And one of the paparazzi was like, oh, like, yeah, some girl, I don't know her name, some other fucking teen mom or something was like, oh, some girl just called me. She's at the doctor, so I need to go like take a picture of her at the doctor's. I'm like, wait, what? She called you to tell you that? They
called paparazzi to get photos
and
of
I said,
them.
well, why is she at the doctor's? And then the guy goes, oh, well, she's just pretending that she's sick to like get a photo.
For press.
And I was like, she's literally pretending you have cancer or something, like to get in Us Weekly. It was crazy. Hearing all the behind the scenes, like, oh, Khloe Kardashian just called me. Oh, this person, oh, I got a picture of Kesha. She's
happens
crying.
All the time.
Crazy. Okay. So I go into the podcast room. First of all,
What?
It was the weirdest. I mean, I loved it. It was very. So first of all, she gave me a shirt, which, by the way, she made herself. So she goes,
like
"Oh,
puff paint."
I wish." She goes, "Oh, I made you." She's like, "I got her shirts made, and I put it on, and it was a picture of me and a picture of her, and it said like, I'm friends with Farrah or something, or we're friends. I don't know." And I was like, oh my God, how did you do this? She's like, I went to the mall and I made it. And I'm like, you went to the mall? It was
Straight
the sweetest thing ever. Build-A-Bear.
Straight kiosk.
It was the sweetest thing ever. I'm like, you did this? Like, it was so sweet. I loved it. Okay.
Do you really think she went to the mall herself?
100%.
I do too.
I mean, what else is she doing?
She was like calling paparazzi, like, I'm going to the mall to make this t-shirt. Y'all might want to come and show
The best was the paparazzi. She's like, okay, let's get a picture of me and Shane. And the guy was just like, I don't want, why? Who is this? I don't need this.
I knew I should have called him
Leaks
before
is online too. Like, I'm fine. So he's taking pictures. We sit down for the podcast. And when I say that everything needs to be edited out of that podcast, I'm putting it lightly.
Really?
She is so uncensored. It's insane. It was literally like, and I look, every time she'd say something insane, which I loved, I'd look at the producer and he would just have the look of like, oh dear God, what did we get ourselves into? Like she literally, I was like, we should talk about the Kesha situation. She goes, what happened? And I was like, well, you know, the rape. And she goes, yes, I would like to talk about rape. Rape, yes. I love talking about rape. I feel like people need to talk about rape a lot. Let's talk more about rape. Can we say rape one more time? One more again? So then I'm like, she goes, then she kind of goes into this whole thing where she's like, you know, she's like, but can I ask a question? She's like, first of all, I always am on the side of the girl who got raped. And I said, same. Like, who wouldn't be? And then
actually,
she goes,
I'm on the side of the rapist.
And then out of nowhere, she just goes, but like, okay, side note, like, isn't Kesha's whole thing like she's a whore? And I was like, oh, girl.
She wakes up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, but that doesn't mean she's a whore.
And she's like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe this is also a thing of like, to tell girls like to not like act like a whore. And I'm like, no, let's back the car up. Let's back the car up. So then she goes, speaking of rape. And I'm like, I love a convo that starts with that.
Oh my God.
Especially in Farrah. She goes, I almost got raped by an Uber last night. And I was like, what? And she tells me this insane story of an Uber guy trying to actually rape her. And she's like, no, it's fine. I invite rapists and stalkers and serial killers because I can hold my own.
Oh, girl, don't you dare say that, queen. Because another person that's going to be dead in 20 years. Farrah Abraham, bet on it.
Okay, so we're doing this podcast. She's saying these insane things. I'm loving every second of it.
Was she just homophobic and like anything like that?
Well, she did keep over and over and over again asking me if I had a girlfriend. And I like didn't have the heart to be like, well, but I also like guys because I felt like that would actually make her throw up on the microphone and ruin the sound quality. So I didn't. But she brought up that she was actually scared of me, and she brought up meeting me for the first time, which she never had done before. When she met me as Shanae, she number one thought I was Shanae.
Yeah, right. Like,
she goes, I said, wait, did you know I was like Shane, or did you know? And she goes, no, I thought you were like a woman, like a drag thing. And I was just like, what?
Shanae's busted. You were a much prettier woman when Willa made you over, by the way.
Very true. So she thought I was a real person. She's like, I just thought you were this mean, scary ghetto woman who hated me. And I was like, I mean, I was, but yeah. So then she goes, but then like when I came on your actual podcast with you and Jesse, like you guys are so sweet and so nice or whatever. She's like, I was terrified. I was like peeing my pants. I was so scared the whole time, but it went really well. I'm like, well, that's so interesting. I didn't even catch that.
No, you could not see the fear through the devil.
No. So then she was just like, we're talking about, fuck, there's so much. Okay, yes. So we talked about that. And then she said, you know, I love when you make fun of me. And I said, well, that's literally all I do. And then she threw out, she was like, would you ever want to come on Teen Moms? And I'm like, what? And she's like, well, you know, they always love if I have like a friend to drink coffee with and talk about my life. And I'm like, girl, that's me.
Done.
Like, but then I'm like, can I make fun of you though? And she's like, of course. I'm like, yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
She also is dabbling in virtual reality.
Oh no.
Actually, that's her life. Just
Oh no.
very virtual
Is
reality.
it just like a big old cavernous pussy mold of like 3D virtual like
I wish.
when you just
Oh,
get
she
in
also,
there?
by the way, we didn't talk about this. She owns a furniture shop. Anyways, just another one of her
What?
ventures, another one of her side ventures. She goes, "Oh yeah, I just created a furniture store." Anyways, and I'm like, "Wait, do you design it?" She goes, "No, I just like buy furniture from random stores and then I put it all in one
So
store."
it's a thrift shop.
And I'm like, "Yeah, so it's your garage sale."
Yeah,
Is
basically.
basically what it is.
Remember when she had a frozen yogurt shit?
She still does. Oh, and then I go, I go, by the way, do you have any samples of you and your mom's spaghetti sauce that I can try? Because they have one. And then she
Oh.
goes, "That's cute that you're calling it spaghetti sauce."
What's
And
she
I'm
calling
like, "That's what it is." And she goes, "It's an all-purpose meat sauce."
Oh,
It's not just for
girl.
spaghetti anymore. Anyways,
all-purpose meat sauce.
so yes, virtual reality. She has this little like dildo looking thing on the table. And I'm like, "Can we talk about what that is?" She goes, "Oh, it's my virtual reality camera. I'm filming this whole thing." I said, "What?" And she goes, "It's 360. So like all the fans can watch everything in 360. I'm like, "Well, if I would have known that, I would have sucked in harder."
Obviously.
and I would have held my chin back.
Right.
But also, what? And she goes, "Yeah, my channel now on YouTube, by the way, guys, go follow it, is her life in virtual reality." She's like, "So I'll just like stick it in my car and like stick it in the bathroom and like
In the
stick it in the
bathroom?
bedroom and like stick it in the restaurant." And I'm like, "Your whole life, like, and you as uncensored as you are, like, this is
Girl.
such a nightmare waiting to happen. I
Girl.
can't wait."
I highly doubt she has a team of people that are like going through the footage and be like, okay, we can't use that, we can't use
no.
that, we can't
By
use
the way,
that.
remember her manager who came to our podcast?
If that's what you want to call him, yes.
Well, that's the thing too. I kind of stuck up for him last time because I'm like, maybe he's good. He was sitting in the waiting room of the podcast, and when I sat down, he goes, "So what are we doing?"
Oh,
and I said,
Lord.
"Well, it's Farrah's podcast." And I'm like, "When did she start this?" He goes, "I don't know."
What?
And I was like, "What?" And then he goes, "I gotta go in 10." I'm like,
What?
What do you mean you gotta go in 10? She's your fucking person." And then he's just like, "I don't know. What are you guys even gonna talk about?" I'm like,
What?
"Girl, I
That's
don't know.
your job,
That's
motherfucker.
your job." And then, that's your job. And then he goes, "I didn't even know that." He's like, "I didn't even know she was doing a podcast. I don't even know, but like, whatever. Like, I'm here." I was just like, "Okay." So Farrah needs a different manager.
How?
And then he goes, "Are you still doing your podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Did you ever put that one up of her, you and Farrah?" And I'm like, "Girl, what?" Yes. No, I just kept it.
Yeah, no.
I just kept that gold.
Right. Yeah, no, I just kept it on the side. I didn't actually put it out anywhere.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of
Oh, Lord.
gold and speaking of not knowing where people are. Or
Did
not
that
knowing
one
where
come
we
out
are.
though? Of if you
Yes,
guys yet?
if you guys want to listen, Farrah and Friends. Check it out. I also shared the episode with Dr. Drew.
Did you really?
I guess he called in or something
That's kinda
before I got
cool.
in there. Yeah, and I guess he is one of those people too. He's like me, where I think he loves her, but he also knows she's insane.
Yeah.
So he says a lot of things like, "Farrah, I mean," like that's how everything starts.
Right. Because everybody
Farrah.
knows, like, oh, Farrah.
But I love her. She's
Yeah.
family to
She's
us.
one of those hot messes that you're just like, oh, one day you're gonna get it together.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Speaking of hot messes and speaking of people who don't know where they are, we have Twaimz coming up. I drugged him, tied him
Yep.
up, taped his mouth, brought him in. He
We
has
got
no
some-
idea what he's in for.
No clue. And apparently nothing's off limits.
Yeah, he told us nothing's off limits. And for me, that's a very exciting thought. So, guys, we're going to take a pee break. When we come back, Twaimz. And we're back with Twaimz. Hello.
Hello.
Wait, what's your full real name?
It's
Issa,
so funny.
right?
It is Issa. Issa's my first name, and Twaimz actually comes from my last name, but I don't really.
Wait, your last name, you don't have that's a fake name?
It.
Oh my God, me.
Wait, where did you think Twaimz came from?
I don't know. I
Just
thought it
made
was
it
like
up.
some
you
weird
just made it up.
thing.
I was like,
Yeah.
Twaimz.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, wait, I have so many questions for everything.
Okay, I know you do.
I have a lot written
lot
down.
of people always have questions about me.
First, we need to start with us
Okay.
and how we got here.
This is gonna be a long
Let's
podcast.
talk about us. Let's talk about it.
What is that? Is that you just make that up?
Yeah, no.
I think this might turn into some like Dr. Drew shit. Like
This
honestly.
is going to turn to some Dr. stuff because I'm very concerned.
I will be a mediator if
Okay.
need be.
So here's how I
Alright.
found out about Twaimz. Well, first of all, we'll get to our history in a minute, like our whole
I
history.
do want to know when you first found out.
Okay, so I really honestly found out. Okay,
Mhm.
so long story short, guys, I met Twaimz at VidCon like years ago. What year was it?
2013.
Oh, look at
It's not
that.
that long ago.
In
my head.
No.
That's 3 years ago, dude.
Mentally.
Mentally, it was years
Very
ago.
long time.
Okay, it's like 2013, and you were just like a
Uh-huh.
kid
I
waiting in
was
line.
a like hardcore fucking fangirl.
Really? What were
Oh,
you?
really?
hard.
How
Like 3-day
hard?
pass, ready to go.
To the point where I like stalk people's Twitters and like repeatedly tweet people and Instagram comment people and try and get people.
Wait,
to-
who was like your faves?
Oh.
You.
That's it.
That was a reaction. No.
My burp was.
Mainly you. Oh my God. Like.
How long did you wait
Shane, you got
to see him?
just thinking about me watching
Yeah,
your
yeah,
videos
yeah.
when I was younger.
Right.
Oh my God.
Fucked you up. Destroyed you. Ruined you.
Oh no, you helped me.
Oh.
You helped me so much. No, honestly. I had a really tough time in like middle school and high school, and I would always come home with like fucking Chipotle, like the fucking most calorie-filled fucking
Ooh.
burrito bowl with like extra
Ooh.
sour
Yeah,
cream
yeah, yeah.
and double steak.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
You lucky you're still
God.
alive.
I don't eat that anymore because
Right.
I'm trying to keep a thick.
Right,
hair.
right, right, right.
But I would always come home and I would wait for your fucking video, and if you didn't post, I would be so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Social warrior. Throwing you
Yeah,
under the bus
and-
everywhere.
I exactly remember everything from that day that I met you. I was in line for like 4 hours.
No
I had the
way.
drawing ready, and everyone was just looking at me like, like he has that fucking nice drawing. Like, okay, like you're so special. And I was like, I fucking drew it. Like people literally thought I didn't draw it. People thought like
What
I
was the
got
drawing
someone to
of?
draw it. It was of Courtney.
It
with
was-
mixed with Shanae.
It was a good one.
Yeah, I used to draw when I didn't have anything else better to do.
Right.
and then I was like, once I started making videos, I was like, no.
Much
No,
better.
so the drawing. Okay, so first of all, can we talk about the line of VidCon for a second?
Yeah.
What do you
Okay.
do for 4 hours?
Starve.
Do you talk to other people?
People started talking to me. I was so nervous. I literally felt
Were
like
you
I was
by
gonna throw up.
yourself?
I was by myself. My friend went to go get the drawing because we forgot it, and then I was like, "Oh, I can't get out of line because then I'm gonna have to like the line is going to close." They actually closed off the line, and I was like, "If I don't get to meet him, like I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit even if I do meet him." And I did.
Right, right, right.
I
crazy.
internally lost my shit, and I just remember like when I came up to you, like I was like shaking, like fucking shaking.
Like, call the ambulance.
Yeah, seriously. And I hand you the drawing, and like your jaw dropped, and I was like, "Oh my God, he actually does he like it?"
I
don't
loved
know.
it so
And
much.
literally, like you, I could definitely tell you liked it. And Lauren, oh my
Oh,
God,
no, what
her
happened?
face. I love Lauren so much. We actually chatted not too long ago.
Oh, no.
I love her so much, but literally, she looked like she did not want to fucking be there. Like,
No, she was
hates like.
it.
Fuck this.
Hates
like
it.
great drawing, but fuck
Move
this.
on.
Yeah, and she was like giving me like the like not rolling eyes, but like internal rolling eyes.
Mhm.
And I was just like, okay, well I'm gonna go. Love you, Shane.
How was I? Was I nice?
Oh, you were so
I'm really nice, right? I love
and
that.
I was so happy because some random girl took a picture of you reacting to the drawing, and I was like, fuck yeah, like the perfect Instagram picture. And then they didn't allow selfies, and I was like, I'm getting my fucking selfie. Like, fuck this. So I actually, yeah, I do have the picture of you, me.
Oh my
and Lisa.
God, that's so sweet.
Yeah, and Lisa was so sweet too. Oh my God.
Yeah, that picture. Yeah, I still have that picture. I love that picture so much. Now let's get to our problem. So that happens. That happens. And then I found out about you. Honestly, I had heard your name and stuff, but I don't watch YouTube really because I'm 27 years old.
Neither do I.
Y'all know I don't.
No. So I
Yeah.
found out about you not that long
Mhm.
before I made a reaction video.
Okay.
So we'll get to that.
Okay.
So everybody's leaving comments with your name because I was like, hey
Mhm.
guys, what YouTuber should I react to next? So all the comments are
I'm
you.
like,
So I'm like, okay. So like I go to your channel, I watch a couple of your videos.
the most
I think.
cringeworthy videos. Of
Well, I watched the first one.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I didn't think it was that bad. It was
Oh
just
my
you sitting in a room being like, oh, blah, 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 blah.
like,
And I didn't even like. I try not to make any mean joke because
Mhm.
I'm friends with a lot of
oh
these
yeah,
people and I don't want to
yeah,
be mean.
yeah, totally.
So like I wasn't trying to like
Mhm.
come for you. So
Mm.
but
Drag me,
but later-
scalp me.
but later I think I figured it out.
Okay.
So the only two jokes I made, literally the only two jokes I made. Number one, when the video started, I said, "Oh my God, it's Lil Anthony." The second,
typical.
the
okay.
second joke I made, you kept rolling the eyes in the back of your head, and
Okay.
it looked like my grandma when she died. So I'm like, "Oh my
Oh,
God, he
yeah,
looks
yeah.
just like my dead grandma." So then I put the video up. All the comments are great. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves it.
Mhm.
Whatever. Then this is the best part.
Okay.
So then you tweet.
Okay.
You tweet something like, "Thank you, Shane, for like taking away every ounce of
like
confidence
killing
I have
every
left."
ounce of self-esteem I had left.
I thought it was a joke.
Okay, yeah, I know
because-
you did.
So I retweeted it and then tweeted
You
you.
retweeted it?
Of course I did.
Ooh.
And then I tweeted you.
Shane.
And I said, "Yes, Queen, living. I'm a fucking dream crusher."
Wait. You fucking retweeted
I
it?
thought you were kidding. I was so excited because like you
Is
saw
that
it.
why everyone saw it? I just thought like
Probably.
everyone followed both of us because when like anyone follows both of us, they get the notification.
No, I retweeted it.
Hashtag
So
dream
this
is-
crusher.
So then,
Total realization
so
right
then,
now.
so then I
Oh,
leave Twitter
shit.
because I'm 27 and
Yeah,
I'm just in my
mhm,
car
mhm.
living my life.
First
And
of all,
then-
who writes that kind of tweet?
We'll get to
Okay,
that.
we'll get to.
We'll
I'll
get to
get
that.
to
So
it.
then, maybe
Y'all
like
need some
2
balls.
hours later, I go on Twitter and all my @replies are like insane. Just like, you're an awful person, you're a piece of shit, like crazy attacks. And I was just like, whoa, what happened? What'd I do?
Oh, you got a
So then
fan
I was like, oh my God, he
base.
wasn't kidding. So then I delete my tweet or whatever.
Mhm.
And then I go to the video and I rewatch it. And I'm like, I didn't say anything bad. So I'm like, I don't know what to do here because I'm like, I don't want to apologize because I didn't say anything bad. But I
Oh,
guess
exactly.
I'll apologize for like hurting his feelings. But I didn't have your
Mhm.
number. So then I'm trying to like,
And
I'm
you got
asking,
it from.
I'm
Ricky.
asking like all the fucking 10-year-old YouTubers for your number. And I'm looking
They
real
don't have my
creepy.
number
He's
because
looking-
I don't talk to them.
He's calling out to your
"Hey, girl."
babysitter. He's
I'm like, hey
looking
girl,
for
you got
everyone.
Twaimz' number? And they're like, why do you want it, you 30-year-old
Like, what
creep?
the fuck?
So I finally got a hold of you, and then I don't know. I was just like, I'm sorry for hurting your
Yeah.
feelings, whatever. And then you were fine. You were just like, oh no, it's fine. I was just being sensitive.
Well, see,
what the
here's
hell
the thing.
happened?
Here's the thing.
You got your period?
100%.
Pretty much
Sensitive.
internal.
Mm.
Everything is internal.
Mm.
Okay. Well, first of all, September. That happened in September. I think. It was a really fucking bad month. My
Do
grandfather
you
passed away,
remember?
which I see. I don't cry over death. Like, death affects me very differently from other people. I cry, like if I see someone crying because of that death,
I got it.
that's when like my mood gets ruined. Like
Right.
I can't function.
Yeah.
So that was happening, and then I was self-hating a lot.
Hard.
That very hard.
That is the
month.
steam of your motherfucking
But-
self.
It was almost like a Hannah Montana moment. Well, it still is, but it was a lot worse back then. I just started like deleting all of my videos, like 300 vines, because I started on Vine originally. But I originally wanted to do YouTube, but I started on Vine because I thought it would be easier, you know, like mobile platform.
Quicker.
Yeah, quicker,
funnier.
exactly. But it was just a really bad month, and it wasn't anything you said. Not one thing I was offended by. It had nothing to do with what you said. Like I was like, oh, it's a typical Shane, because you know I know you through your videos.
You
And
waited in line for 4 hours.
exactly,
You know him.
exactly. But it wasn't that. I think it was the video itself, which I hated to see like come back to surface. And it was like you had no idea. Like you had no clue. It was totally like a me problem. Completely
like the
me
video
problem.
he was commenting
Exactly.
on?
So like when I saw my younger self like being brought back up again, it was kind of like, oh, all these people are going to see it again, and now people are going to be like, why did you change so much? Because I started changing drastically in September. I started like dyeing my hair black, and I started like growing out my facial hair because
Good for you.
yeah, no, because I wanted to feel older, and I felt like for me, Twaimz is such a young version of myself, and it still is. I feel like Twaimz never grew up, and when I first started, you know, I was a lot more immature. I had no idea how YouTube worked. I loved watching YouTubers, but I never saw the other side. So when I started being on the other side, it was kind of like I was so clueless, and I had no clue how to be myself. I had no clue who I was.
Nobody does it at that age, honey.
I have a lot better understanding of who I am.
How old? Well, first of all, how old
You
are
12
you
now. Let's
I'm
be real.
20,
So you're 20. So
I'm
when did you make that first video that I made fun of?
18, I think.
Okay. I mean, but
Well,
it-
see, I grew a lot in 2 years, and I think I haven't even thought about it, but I definitely have. My content changed drastically, like especially from Vine. Oh my god, I deleted so many of them because they were literally a character, like worse than Miranda Sings, like very like that. And I wasn't trying to be a character. And the thing that happened was I was so focused on what people wanted to see, and when I saw that people reacted to all of those Vines and videos so positively, I was like, oh, let me just keep fucking doing
going.
Twaimz, like Twaimz. And it was a very Hannah Montana moment because, you know, well, Hannah Montana, of course, she was signed down to the biggest fucking contract of her life. But I feel like I was tied down with a contract with the people that were watching me in a way. And I had no clue how to change myself or how to better myself being more Issa and not Twaimz. And it was just this total like mind fuck
Who
in
am
my
I?
head. Who the fuck am I?
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm definitely a lot better now.
You gonna be queen. You gonna be figuring it out
I'm
for
a
the rest
lot
of your
better.
damn life, honey.
I'm a lot better now.
I got a decade on your ass. I'm still figuring shit out.
Yeah, and I feel like it was a very me problem. And you know, Shane, I love you. And
listen, just wait till you're my age and you go back. My first videos. It's so. My first videos are so
I
uncomfortable
remember
to watch.
one of them. Oh my god, the one with the guitar, and you were like singing
Ugh.
some random fucking song,
Ugh.
and the whole shmeny shmreg.
Ugh. Well, that, you know, and listen, I purposely separated myself because for me, I wanted to create a character online because
Yeah.
then it's easier to deal with all the hate because I have a fake name, Shane Dawson. That's not my real name. So I have this like
Exactly.
fake name, fake person, but it is me. There's aspects of me in it.
Exactly.
But like, it's so much easier to see a comment like, "Oh, I hate this guy," because in my head, I'm like, "Yeah, that he is kind of annoying sometimes." So it's
Yeah, so yeah, that was
buffer.
it was kind of a problem for me to like showcase who I really was. And not only that was happening, but then like I started getting too invested in like other YouTubers and what they were doing.
and that leads me to my next topic.
I really should have fucking said that.
Good segue.
Now, you said we could talk about anything. So we're talking about
sure.
we're talking about beef right now.
All right, sure.
So this is our next beefy subject.
Fuck me up, Shane.
I want
I'll
no beef
fuck you
with
up
my
with some
fried
beef.
rice.
Help me.
Now, my initial instinct was like, "Oh, you were mad about my video because I called you Lohanthony."
No, fuck no.
So-
I don't give a
You do
fuck
look like him.
about.
With a little bit of Frankie Valli served in there.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
wait.
appreciate
So
it.
let's talk about Lohanthony. So what's going on? Is there drama?
No, not anymore. Well,
Not anymore. What
okay,
happened?
well,
Spill it.
I feel like
have we
was
talked
just-
about this?
It was bound to happen.
Okay.
Because so many people were comparing us to the point where, like, if you typed in both of our names on Twitter, everything was like, "Oh, Twaimz reminds me of Lohanthony. Lohanthony reminds me of Twaimz," and it was such back and forth. People were saying like, "Oh, I was copying him. He was copying me." Obviously, he started before me, but I feel like it was different because I knew who I was outside of YouTube, and this person on like this Twaimz person was I feel like a lot more like Anthony. I mean, like what? We're both like sassy and
Yeah.
feminine. I don't know how else to put it, but we made such different content, and I never like. There'd be times where I would find some tweet from him and I would like shade him or something. Really stupid bickering on Twitter, and it's so childish. And I admit I was so fucking childish.
So when did you guys make out at
Yeah,
all or
how did
anything?
you make
Like
out?
Kiss out, you know,
Mm.
kiss and make up and all
I
that shit?
remember. Well, see, I think it was getting to the point where he knew something was wrong with me because I had so many self-identity issues. I still do, but it was a lot worse back then. And I think he knew, and all of his friends did. And I feel like I also had problems with his friends too. But then it just got to the point where I kind of just separated myself from every YouTuber possible, and I really just focused on trying to just
Classy.
do me, you know?
Do it.
Yeah,
So who
exactly.
do you hang out with?
A lot of people that aren't big YouTubers. My closest friends, they're smaller on the internet. Some used to make Vines, some do YouTube videos.
Wait, so you started with Vine?
I did start with Vine.
Do you still do it?
Fuck no.
Why?
It fucked with my head. And I feel like once I realized, like, oh, Twaimz is such a completely different person from who I actually am, I was just like, I need to, like, back it up a little. And September was actually when I quit Vine. But then I came back, but I didn't do the same type of Vines. I was just like, let me film something that's happening in my life. It was completely different and more Issa, not Twaimz. But yeah, I just felt like it was such a negative atmosphere too. You know, the whole app itself. Honestly, what I'm picturing most of the audience has is like 30-year-old like countrymen.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
And
It's
and like
a dating app
it
for
was
you.
like
Go.
I
Gotta get on
really saw
mine.
it as that, and like, you know, I could literally post a Vine of just black space, nothing, not one word, half of the comments, faggot,
Yeah.
like easily, and that shit did not affect me.
Yeah, I heard it's become, when we had Brittany on, she was saying that it became a very
It's
negative.
very negative. It
space.
is not positive whatsoever. I feel like the only kind of thing people do that's positive on there is like the singing. I feel like that's the only aspect of Vine that isn't, you know, really that negative. You know, people
Twerking dogs. I love a good twerking
and dogs
dog Vine.
humping,
dogs.
dogs humping,
Dogs humping.
teen boys.
I just
and-
saw a really good Vine the other day. It was the Snoop Dogg song. It was "Drop It Like It's Hot," and then it cut to a drag
When a
queen
pants
going
shut
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
or something. That was real
a big
good.
part of Vine that I still love to this day is I guess they call it like the editors, the Vine editors, and they kind of make these cross like mashups between like certain songs and like certain Vine trends. I can't do something.
Ooh, I saw a good one the other day. It was Bruno Mars, like, din 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 din, whoosh, and on that, whoosh, they just cut right to like a dick slap of a.
Oh, I thought
you
I
see
thought
that? I sent it
I
to
thought you
you.
were gonna say the whole the Spider-Man porno with like the two Spider-Man slapping each other's asses.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah.
fun too.
Jess, you need to get on Vine.
Oh, and another big one. Oh my god, my
me
fucking
some
favorite one.
dick.
This shit has me crying 24/7. It's, you know, the GameCube intro, like do, 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 and like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
GameCube going around, and once it like hits like the middle of the GameCube, it like like cuts to like the Spider-Man slapping the other Spider-Man's ass, and it's the funniest
love
fucking
that.
shit. That's what I love about Vine. What I don't love about Vine, like
All the
everything
faggot
else.
Well, speaking of Spider-Man slapping each other's ass,
Yeah.
now you mentioned before we started recording that you had some drama on Digitour. Number one, what the hell is Digitour?
Yes.
Number two,
What is wait, who?
Digitour.
who is she?
Who?
Who?
I don't know her.
What?
I really don't.
Me neither. Can somebody clarify?
Wait, who? Number one, what is it? Somebody asked me to do it, and I laughed. What is it? Because I was like, tour. I don't do. What are you talking? What am I going to do on tour?
Well, it's about 10 different social media stars.
Ew, I hate that.
Stars.
Stars, web
What's-
stars,
Web stars.
celebrities.
Oh. Let's not use that word.
So web
And
Speech
we
of-
pretty much
speech
all
of
have a certain stage time. We all come out in the beginning, come out at the end.
Give me the 10. Who was in it?
Well, there were
Because I want to guess what they all did.
Ooh.
So go down the line.
Oh shit!
Go down
I
the
don't even
line.
think you're gonna know half of them. Well, we started with Andrea. Andrea, I love Andrea.
Andrea, what's that?
Mhm. She was.
She's been on our show before, right?
I've
never
met
met
her.
We had Andrea,
I love
and then
her.
there was me, Ricky Thompson.
What did Ricky Thompson do?
He
probably-
used to make vines. He's like kind of like. I don't know who.
Did he put it like a ping pong ball
He was
out
kind
of
of
his
like
vagina?
super sassy and like kind of like not.
Okay.
Uh,
Next.
Next.
Okay.
Dylan Dowsett.
Ooh,
That
I
was it
don't know who
though.
that is. Next.
He probably did something with drums.
One word.
Uh-oh, what? MagCon? Oh my God! Wait, is that the thing with all the rape? I mean, fuck. Hold on.
Whoa, Farrah.
Is that the thing? Is that the
Yes,
thing with
but-
all the weirdos, like all the
All
weird
the-
viners, and the new Musically kid?
Oh, okay.
Jacob
we
Sartorius?
need to have a minute.
By the way.
Anyway.
Okay, we'll get back to Musically in a second. Okay.
Macon, I knew once I said Macon, it was gonna be a whole different
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
Who else? Sam.
Pepper?
Something.
Oh, just follow me on Twitter. I don't know what to do.
Oh my god.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, do you actually? I'm sorry. I have to talk about Sam Pepper.
Okay.
1 second. So I tweeted the whole what is it the signature fucking thing where like if people were just signing
Oh
this
yeah,
thing
the
to like
petition
kill
to
him
get
off
rid of Sam
YouTube.
Pepper, right?
And so I tweeted it because like I'm going to fucking tweet it.
Right.
And do you want to know what he fucking tweeted me back?
Oh my God, what? Fuck
Like 2 weeks later, his GoFundMe to deactivate his YouTube channel. Because did you not hear about?
Oh, that's right.
He was like, "Oh yeah, so since everybody hates me, I'm estimating my YouTube channel to be about $1.5 million. So if I reach that, I will delete my YouTube." And
Smart.
not so smart because GoFundMe took that fucking shit down so
Oh.
fast.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I was just like, "Bitch, how old are we?" Like,
I honestly don't know how he could be 38. I don't know. Okay, so he's not on it. It was Sam, somebody else.
Sam and Nate, they're like two rappers.
I don't know what that is next.
You're not gonna know anyone else.
Anybody?
I'm
Is there
gonna stop
anybody I know?
there.
Give me a Gen X pen.
Oh, Trevor.
Give me a Trevor. Noah. Thank God.
I know Trevor was great.
She
Like
saved
anytime he performed, I was like, oh, fuck me up.
Trevor is like, so he actually performs, but like, what are the other people? I don't. Is it
I
Q&A?
did the fucking
What does that mean?
llama song.
So
yeah.
you sing a song about llamas.
Yeah, I did. Well, yeah, that song was. I don't know how the fuck I thought about it. It was just kind of like 3 a.m. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I
was like,
filmed it the
"Bitch,
next
llama,
day.
Drama, llama. Your mama,
Exactly. All
llama,
that.
bitch,
Well, yeah,
llama.
it started out as like a nursery rhyme, and I was like, let me fucking turn this into a fucking rap because I thought I could be a fucking bop. So I did it, and out of nowhere, it just has fucking 17 million views right now. I'm like, what
Oh
the
my
fuck?
God.
And I did not think I was gonna be known for that, and I had no clue what I was gonna be known for. So when I found out that I was gonna be known for that, I was like, oh, so this is what people like.
Right.
And I mean, like I'm so theatrical. I love fucking rapping. I love writing songs. I love dancing. I'm so all about that
Me
shit.
too. Nice.
Like I dance so much. Like ugh, I really want to take dancing classes too.
Come. You should come.
So yeah,
take
I
dance
did
class all
that
the time.
song.
Take it
So
with me.
I had like 5 to 10 minutes on stage, and I did like a little Vine or Snapchat
Now
on
listen,
stage.
that's all cute, but let's get to the drama.
Llama.
So what
The
happened?
llama drama, if you will.
A lot of clashing between the other
Talent.
talent. Oh, great word. Oh,
The other talent.
They threw that word out a lot. And I was just like,
How many people were in the audience?
it could get pretty big. Usually, I think smallest 500, biggest
Wow.
like 2,000.
Damn.
What?
I don't even. I
Yeah.
have not heard of
And
one other person on that
There
list
was a
that you just
VIP
wrote.
meet and greet, which I
How much?
really.
$119.
I think it started at like 100.
What?
And
I looked it up
VIP.
online.
Girl, you
VIP experience.
Girl, you do not have to pay $100 to meet a YouTuber. Go to Aroma Cafe
Yeah,
and you'll meet all the annoying all the annoying Instagram bitches. Go to Lush, like you'll see them.
Okay, I'm actually very grateful I did Digitour. One, because I got to like actually meet people that I've been waiting to meet for so long. That was such a great experience, except that they rushed the living fuck out of me because we had like 300 people meet and greets.
Yeah.
And we had like 2 hours, less than 2 hours to do that. And we had to rush out so fast. I hated it.
Next.
And then I would like literally have to get on a fucking bus. And all these security guards are so pissed at me because I'm trying to meet the people outside because it breaks my fucking heart when I see all these little girls.
Well, you were that kid in line for 4 hours.
Exactly.
holding a poster.
I know what it feels like to
Yeah.
be on the other side. I have to burst.
Do it.
That was good.
Before we started, he was doing burps
And you know,
they were
it
not impressive.
really broke my fucking heart. I get really emotional over shit like that. And I couldn't do it
And
again.
the other people don't give a fuck, right? They're on the bus and they're
no,
like,
there were some other
hit
people.
the children.
Yeah, right?
Drive
Oh,
away.
wait, yeah,
10
no,
points
there
for
were
the 5-year-old.
there were some people who were like, okay, like we gotta go. Like they're like, we need to go. Like stop. But there were also some people who took pictures outside. But I would always be the last one to be taking pictures.
Wait, so you just did your own tour?
I did. So
What's it called?
And I think Digitour is the reason I wanted to do my own tour. And I feel like because of that experience, I am grateful for a lot of reasons for that tour. It kind of like opened my eyes a lot, not only about like the whole VIP meet and greet, and like all of that shit, but also like I just wanted to be more intimate. And I felt like when I did Digitour, there was such a brick wall between the people who were coming to see us and the YouTubers, such a big fucking brick wall. And I wanted to be friends with all of them. You know, that's kind of like what I say, you know, friends, not fans. And so when I got approached by Fullscreen to do my own tour, I was like, fuck yes. And I wanted to completely change it. I wanted to do everything that I imagined. Like I wanted to be the one waiting outside, meeting all those people. So I ended up doing a meet and greet tour. We just finished. We did 23, 2 different legs.
Oh
One
my
was
God.
Issa's Holiday Party, and the other was Issa's Winter Wonderland. And I met around 300 to 500 people each weekend.
Wow.
Well, yeah, each show we had 2 shows a weekend. Duh.
Wow.
Do the math. And it just felt so fucking good because I knew that every single person that came was going to leave, well, of course, maybe crying of happiness, but they were going to leave happy or, you know, crying for some other reason. I don't know. But they were going to leave happy. And, you know, I also wanted the parents to realize that, like, because, you know, a lot of parents might have a bad impression of me without meeting me in person because I am very different from how I am on YouTube. Like, I haven't realized that until very later on. But I just wanted everyone to have a good time, and I want to be intimate. I wanted to get to know people. I wanted to hear people's stories, and I heard so many great stories. And I actually shot something that I can't talk about yet.
I know, I'm in it.
What? What, Shane?
What?
No.
Okay.
And we shot a lot of
Secrets.
really great
Nervous
stuff.
part 2.
Anyways,
Moving on.
moving on, children. And it just felt so great. And I got to know so many people. And actually, a lot of people I interact with on Twitter, I met there. And it was like I was meeting friends that I've known for so long. And so I feel like I take YouTube a lot so differently from other YouTubers. I try and take that wall down. And I feel like a lot of YouTubers love to put themselves on this huge pedestal with a spotlight, you know, trying to make them
Shane.
seem
Me.
trying to make them seem so special, and they want to get mobbed at VidCon. They
Ew.
want all of this.
Ew.
They want all of
Ew.
this great attention.
That's why I can't go. That's why I don't go to VidCon anymore or Playlist or any of these other bullshit things because I'm like, why? I just do my own tour.
and
I
see
book tour.
when
I
I
don't need
when
to-
when I do go to those events, I do not get mobbed. I make sure that I do not get mobbed. When I go out and people attempt to mob me, I talk to them and I'm like, all right, guys, do you want to just like sit down in a circle? A little story time circle going on? And the thing is,
See, creepier if I did that.
Yeah, right.
a little.
Y'all want to sit in a
a
circle?
wee
And
bit.
you
Y'all
want
want
to sit on my lap?
And you
Yeah.
know, like they actually listened, and I was just like,
Well, if you control
they're not
it,
mobbing me.
yeah.
They're not just wanting pictures with me, and it was kind of this like light bulb moment, and that was kind of the first spark for this tour, for me to do this tour, this meet and greet tour, and it all fucking worked. You know, I got to know so many people, and I fucking love it, and it was just we sold out. I think every show.
Every show, I was on your website.
And another
Bravo.
thing that I would love to point out, I sold meet and greet tickets to start at $35.
Bravo.
Good.
That's some allowance money right there.
Yeah,
That's good.
my first thing going into this, I was just like, I don't give a living fuck about how much I'm getting paid. I don't care if I have to get paid less to have these $35 meet and greet
That's
tickets.
nice.
I'm going to do it because I first of all, charging so much just for a picture is just
$700.
like,
That's what I would charge.
I know it's a little like,
Cash
oh.
only.
What was it like? Okay, so it's so interesting because I want to talk about VidCon really quick because as like a fan's perspective, so when you went as a fan,
Yeah.
now, because when I go, well, not anymore, but when I used to go,
Yeah.
I loved watching like all the douchey YouTubers run around to get like mobbed and then they'll like run
Yep.
away and like all that stuff.
And it,
So like, what did you see? Did you see like douchey YouTubers do anything douchey? Did you see anything crazy?
they seemed like fucking celebrities, like hardcore fucking like Hollywood celebrities. That's how I saw them as, and I was so nervous to even for the YouTubers or anyone I didn't know. I freaked out over people I didn't even know, and now thinking about it, like what kind of fucking culture is
No.
that? Where we mob people that we don't even know just because we see a mob?
Yeah.
Like what? Like
Yeah,
the
we've
internet-
been doing it forever.
the internet world is so fucking weird like that, and I'm so glad that I got to see the other side, and I'm glad that I'm on this side now because I'm
Yeah.
really trying to make a fucking change.
Was anybody rude? Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
spill it.
No, I
Give me
think
hints and I'll guess, and you don't have to tell if I'm right. I'll
Yeah.
just know.
um
A girl or boy?
A
boy.
Boy. Okay.
One single or a team?
I think well, I think they weren't rude. It was just
Yes,
like,
they were.
Hey.
Yes, they were.
no, not rude. More like just uninterested and not wanting to be there, which is
Okay.
pretty much
Okay.
everyone.
Was it
a
me?
lot of fucking YouTubers.
It was me.
Yeah.
Okay. It was
Um,
Lauren Snipper. Okay.
No, a lot of people, were pretty
wait,
nice.
wait.
You know who I
over.
was so obsessed with? Oh my god!
No, no,
and
we're
I,
not leaving this.
No,
topic.
I fucking am.
Uh-uh.
Sorry, because you did a podcast with her and I freaked out. This
Wait,
is
who?
Christina Grimmie.
Oh my God, I love her.
I was like as hardcore fan like for her as I was for you. I was so fucking obsessed with her, and I met her. I was like,
and she was
fuck
nice.
me, but not in that. Was I straight? back?
Maybe.
No, no, maybe.
Just the tip.
And I was just so obsessed with her, and I like she was so sweet. I feel like when I got to meet those people, it helped me. It inspired me to like fucking do something. And
So back to the rude person. So over the age of 20 or under.
Older than 20.
Older than 20. Okay.
This is gonna be a lot of
Somebody
people.
I know.
Oh,
Somebody
Ooh.
somebody at my
Joey
age.
Graceffa.
no.
I was thinking Joey.
Okay, well,
And Joey, people think he's not interested, but he's just
Okay.
spacey in a good
here's
way.
another thing that I'll say. When I met
This person.
this person again, when I actually recent VidCon, I'm pretty sure that person thought I was a fan. Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait.
Okay.
Wait, white.
We might have to talk about this
Wait,
after the
Wait,
show.
white.
No limits. You said
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Well, I.
White. White. Okay.
Sure.
Crazy hair.
Matthew Lush.
Oh no. No. Oh, have you? Okay, that just reminded me of that one fucking Mariah Carey video where she's like, "Oh, J Lo," and she goes like,
I don't know.
No.
J-Lo. I'm not familiar with her.
"No." But I don't know. We had a kind of little talk backstage because we were
Talk backstage.
not one. Well,
Wait, backstage. I mean, you did something with them on stage.
Sucking dick?
I maybe presented before them before they
Open.
went on stage.
Opening act.
Okay, well, first of all,
Who had an act
I'm-
at VidCon?
I don't want to get into this, but
Oh.
okay, well, I'm pretty sure they thought I was a fan, and after like that person left, they probably looked me up and was like,
Oops.
"Oh," and the reason why I'm so sure that happened,
They followed you.
no, is because this is
Give
some
it to us.
fucking
Feel
this is some
it.
like Big Brother fucking
Give
shit.
it to us.
I heard. I don't want to fucking say.
Yes.
I heard the person talk about VidCon, and it sounded very familiar to what happened with me and that person. So I was maybe doing a little connecting the dots.
Where
But
did you hear this person talking about it?
Wait. Wait.
Details.
Wait,
okay,
hold on.
First of all, I'm not the one to judge anyone. Like I did not actually get to know this person. So I mean, like
Wait, so you mean you heard them talking about thinking you were a fan?
No.
Oh.
I heard something along the lines of them meeting people at VidCon that they had no idea who they were, and then they went home.
Oh my God, you heard it on my podcast. It was Joey.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my God, it was.
No,
I
it was
think-
because
I
we
think
talked
I
about
talked to
VidCon
Joey
with Joey.
about this.
Oh,
Oh
Ding,
my
ding,
God,
ding,
it's
ding, 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 got
Okay,
it.
okay, listen. First of all,
Call him right now.
no. Let me say something. I really completely forgot to say this. I was a hardcore fan of Joey too, and I used to binge watch his videos just as much as I watched yours. I watched like all of his fucking vlogs, and especially his like Minecraft gaming and all that shit. That's
Ooh,
the.
girl, you're on your own there.
That's it. I just got a PlayStation.
I was younger, like
Right.
before around the
Right.
time I watched your videos, and I really thought he thought I
Shit
was
happens.
a fan.
He probably did.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Okay, did he talk to you about me?
Oh yeah. Because when the whole drama with you went down, I
What
think I was
drama?
hanging out with him.
Oh fuck!
You
Or
guys
I was,
have drama?
I was. No, we were just talking
Oh,
about
fuck.
Oh,
the
this drama.
video.
Okay.
But
And I think
okay.
I saw him that night.
Okay.
And he was like, "What's going on your Twitter? Like, what's going on?" And I told him what happened. He was just like, "Oh." And then I think he was like, "Oh, that was somebody at VidCon."
You know how I
whatever."
knew it was clearly about me? Well, he was just like, "Oh well, yeah, I met so many people at VidCon I didn't know," and I was like, "Sounds like me." And then he like kept dragging it, and he was like, "Oh," and like I would like meet people, and then like when I went home and saw that they had 1 million views per YouTube video, which is obviously my fucking channel, I was like, "Oh,
He might have actually showed me you.
oh my god."
You
Oh
might.
my god! Hi, Joey.
Wait, hold
how
on.
are you?
Joey might be why I know who you are because I think Joey even showed me like, "Oh, have you heard of Twaimz?" And I said no, and then he showed me because Joey he keeps me up to date with like YouTube,
yeah.
like RCL Beauty, all these people I didn't
Yeah.
know before, and I think he was like, "This kid, he's getting like millions of views like per video or whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like blowing up." And then I like saw, and I think I saw the llama thing, and I was just like, "I know that kid. I feel like this was a
Oh my,
while
this is
ago.
fucking weird.
A while ago. I was
This is
I
like
think
your
I know him."
realization.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And
Background
then-
story to the background.
And you were
and
like,
then-
"Oh fuck, the drawing." Or
And then
so- what-
somebody tweeted me the drawing, and I freaked out. And then I saw your name in the comments. I'm like, "Oh, I'll do a reaction." Joey, here's the thing about Joey, and this is totally
Oh no,
honest. 'cause
I'm
Oh, no.
I'm gonna know what you're gonna say, but
here's the thing
continue.
about Joey, because I'm being totally honest right here.
Okay.
And Joey listens. Hey, girl.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, girl, hey.
Joey's one of those. He's such an interesting person. He's so in his head 100% of the time that it took me a while to like really get to know him. People think he is like an asshole or distant. Or
Oh
this or
no,
that.
I really I don't see that.
He's just so in
I
his head,
do.
but also he.
I know. I really don't see that.
He's so in his head, but then also like I try so hard to get him to talk shit. Like I love shit talking. It's my thing. I love it.
You're good at
I
it.
try, I'm so
I
good at
can
it.
tell,
It's
Zane.
my job. He like won't give it to me. I remember when the
tried.
drama with you went down or whatever. I was just like, "Oh my god, girl, I don't know what's happening. This Twaimz, this is that." And then he was just like, "I don't know, maybe text him." I was like, "Girl, talk shit with me," but like he wouldn't.
When
And
he
I'm
was on our
happy.
podcast,
Yeah,
it was
and
so
I-
hard to get him to talk shit.
I know.
Like we were giving him
Like,
talking
literally,
shit gold, and he still
I
wouldn't.
honestly, the way he was like treating me, well, we didn't really talk that much. We took a picture and stuff, like, and he was nice when I was talking to him. But like when I first saw him, I was just like little peace sign, and he was just like he gave me the like, do you know the smirk? Like the like the
Like,
like.
that's cute.
Okay, imagine this. Everyone close your eyes. Like you just see your favorite fucking YouTuber that whoever that may be, and you're just you're at Earth. You're at Earth Cafe, and you kind of just like wave, and they give you that one smirk. They're like, oh, like the hi, like the like, oh, I know you know who I am, and you're probably gonna come up to me and take a picture, but I'm gonna just act like I'm fine with you being here,
Right.
pretty much. And I was just like, okay, and I was just like, you know what? I'm really not the one to start shit. I like, especially like how I started out with all that stupid fucking drama that is totally irrelevant now because I squashed everything with
Well,
everyone.
also, all those people are irrelevant. I mean, no. Listen,
You
by the
know
way,
what?
not Lohanthony. I love Lohanthony. I
We'll
mean,
be
like,
right back. No,
I
I'm
mean,
kidding.
we'll be right back after this
We'll be
break.
right
I
after
mean,
this.
all those people.
Intermission.
I didn't know who any of those digital
Okay.
people were.
But yeah, and I really understand how the world works now. I've been with so many fucking YouTubers in so many fucking parties and all that fucking shit. I was just like, you know what? He's going to kind of see me present him on stage, and he'll probably, connect the fucking dots in his head.
Yeah.
Connect the like. Why? I don't hate you, Joey. You know that.
Right.
Maybe I don't fucking know. But no, I have nothing against you. But I feel like then he was like, oh,
Oops.
shit.
That's my life. I don't know who any
And
of these
I
motherfuckers
think what was
are.
really
Me
fucking
neither.
funny, it was the You Now stage. And pretty much when I go on to present him, it kind of like shows a picture of myself with like the amount of subscribers I have and like the amount of views I have. Like it was like, oh, this person, blah, 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 blah. And it kind of gave like a little bio to me. And then he probably looked in, he was like,
Whoop.
oh,
Interesting.
yeah.
That's my life.
But
I
you know,
literally.
I honestly, I completely understand where he's coming from because I've been in situations like that where like someone really big is in front of me, whoever it may be, someone behind the scenes or in front of the scenes. And I'm just like, oh,
Me too.
Oh, girl, my first time meeting Zoella, I don't know who the fuck she. So I knew who Zoella was.
yeah.
But it was like out of context because I think of her as somebody who's like not in America. So when I met her, she was just like so sweet. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, Shane, nice to meet you, whatever. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this is like a VidCon staff member. Like, I didn't know. So I like give her a hug. And I'm like, girl, you want a picture? And she was like, okay. And I was like, take a picture with her. And then as she walked away, somebody's like, oh my God, Zoella. And I was like, oh my God, that was Zoella. And I think I ran back to her and I'm like, girl, I didn't know. I thought she was a staff
Oh,
member.
shit.
Oh my God, like I
Yeah.
know you're the queen. Because like for me, when I
Were
see
you like,
these
where's,
people.
where's the restroom?
Yeah, right? Do you have any mints?
Zoella girl, I gotta take a Duke.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. Like when I meet YouTubers not like in person, sometimes I literally don't know, and they could be a big one, and
I
I
have
no
literally
clue.
no idea.
You
She
know,
don't know who the fuck
I don't know.
anybody.
I didn't know who the fuck you were
I
until
think
yesterday.
what I really love is when I get to meet people for the first time without seeing any other YouTube videos, anything, because that's when I genuinely have a good impression of you. Where in person, you're talking to me.
Well, that's
and
life.
Exactly. But when I see, I was very judgmental because all these YouTubers that I did not fucking like whatsoever, I saw their
Like
videos.
who? Give me names.
Like fucking 90% of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Shane, you right?
Love you.
But whenever I see those videos and then I meet them in person, it's kind of like I'm going into the conversation
Preconceived notion.
not being a big fan. But whenever,
Right.
yeah, exactly. But when I do get to meet people in person, I usually have a good time. Like it's always a good time. And I feel like in a way the internet kills off a lot of like the realness. Like in life, you know,
yeah.
realness in life. That sounds like something fucking
No, it
Farrah would
does.
say. Like
Right.
realness
It like
in like
rapes the realness
life.
out of life because they
do
asked
you know
for
what I mean?
it.
Yeah. So I feel like I really love when I get to meet people without knowing anything
Well,
about them.
listen, I'm happy that we squashed our beef.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, oh no, that
happy
shit is away the
that
fuck
we're
in the
best
past.
friends now.
I know it's such a
And I'm happy that you talked about so much beef and drama. That was everything. By the way, I was telling them outside of this podcast, or when we were not recording, speaking of awful, somebody the other day thought I was Onision at Red Lobster, and I wanted to die. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Like, has anybody ever recognized you as Anthony?
oh my god. Omegle. This shit was the funniest fucking shit.
Oh,
I
that
fucking
website.
cried. I used to go on Omegle just for the fuck of it. And one girl like freaked the shit out. She like had hands on her mouth and she didn't know what to do. She was like, "Oh my god, Lo Anthony. Like, oh my god, I
Oh my
love you
God.
so much." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to fucking play the fuck along." And I'm like, "Hey girl."
Yes. Yes.
And she was like freaking out. She's like, "I love you so much." And I was like, "I love you too." And I was like, "I need to fucking screenshot this and post it on Instagram." And I think that was kind of a fuck up because he probably saw
Oh.
that and was like, "I'm
Now
fucking
she's trying to
disgusted."
pretend.
Really? I would have thought that was so funny.
I know. Oh, it was fucking hilarious. And like, no, what I did is I like, her face was like, you know, hands over the mouth, like freaking out. And my face was like the deadest fucking like,
Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the mistake.
And then,
Yeah.
but it was so fucking funny. I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. I'm fucking posting it. I don't give a fuck. But you know, like I wasn't like I don't have problems with anyone. Like I really fucking
Yeah.
don't.
I do.
Well, see,
people hate my
I-
ass.
I like
hate
to,
'em
I,
back.
I like to use the term I don't fuck with a lot of people. It's not that I don't like you, it's just I don't fuck with you. Like it's a completely
Right.
different meaning. Like I have my close group of friends and I'm really glad that they're not big YouTubers because a lot of big YouTubers, except you, Shane.
Thanks.
I ain't fucking
I love
with
you
you.
so much.
Thanks.
You Thumbelina ass bitch.
Can you please take a picture?
Actually,
wanna do
I
a
wrote
Musical.ly,
that. I wrote that
Shane?
down. Oh my god, Musically.
That's a
There's
very
not enough
fun-
time
Oh,
in the day.
I got a story about Musical.ly. This is a
What?
fucking
It's
good
blowing
story.
up.
Okay, so basically, I was never on Musical.ly. I didn't even know it was as big as it is.
It's like huge.
And so I was just, you know, scrolling around, you know, just doing whatever in my bed, looking at my phone. and I'm on Musical.ly, and I see
Oh, yeah.
a video of myself, and I'm just like, I don't have a Musical.ly. Let me go to this person's page that's named Twaimz without the word fan page in it.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay. And I go to the page.
It was
Love
no hand
Anthony.
That would be
That
some
would've been
fucking good shit.
He would win all my
I
respect.
would so fucking
Yeah.
lie right now
That's
just to give this
so
podcast
funny.
an even better
You
fucking
should hit
rating.
him up and like you guys should coordinate something like that in the
But no,
future.
just to be clear again, no problem.
Oh, wait, sorry. Side
But
note, on April Fool's Day, you guys should switch channels
Yeah.
and don't tell anybody.
Fuck.
That's so
I
funny.
have to fucking reach out to him.
Okay,
Oh
do
my
that.
God.
That's
Fuck.
really good.
Fuck. Anyways, no. I guess how many likes the most liked video. Just guess.
Like 10 million thousand.
guess
Oh
how
my
many
God,
likes.
a million.
Guess how many fucking likes.
500,000 million billion.
Like 600,000.
Oh my God, what was it?
It was one of my YouTube videos.
Wait, which one? Was it the text back one?
No,
'Cause
no, no,
that's
no.
the most
See, no,
used
no, no. A
thing
lot of
on
people
Musical.ly.
use my. Oh God, I want to fucking throw the fuck up. Like whenever I see like old Twain shit, like it's just not me. It
Just
was
embrace it,
barely
honey.
me when I started.
Mountains.
Embrace
You
it,
could- yeah.
honey,
It
and
kind
just
of
pat
like-
that little Twaimz on the back.
It's kind
Say
of
it's
like
okay.
if Miley, well, Miley has probably is way more thick skin, but if she were to like go back and like see some Hannah Montana shit that she fucking hated,
Oh my God, but if she did a Hannah Montana like reunion tour, that would be
holy-
everything.
I would
Are
fucking
you kidding
shit
me?
my fucking
Yeah.
self.
We were a movie. I would die.
I would cry.
A rock star.
You know,
I
she
would
actually
die.
recently did a skit where she was like just at a bar and some guy came up to her and she was like, "Oh, your name's Miley, right?" And she's like, "It's
actually
Hannah."
So.
She did that.
Yeah, she
Where?
really did. I don't know. It was on her
I
Twitter.
need
It
it
was
so
like a
much.
sneak peek.
Was the blonde
We
chick
were
there
talking
too?
Musical.ly. Oh, Musical.ly. So I go on and all of these fucking likes, every single video, 500,000 likes, and I'm just like, why the fuck am I not getting 500,000 likes on all my fucking shit?
Right?
Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, can they fucking like make money off of this shit?
Yeah,
I
you
was
can.
so confused.
just
and
like
not
the
that I
other
fucking care
ones.
about the money, but it's just like, it's my
So
content.
what did you do?
Well, see, I didn't bother with it. I was like,
What
okay.
the-
No, when I first saw it, I was just like, well, you know, like they're just they're not they're just using my videos that I already have posted, so it's really not bad at all. I mean, it's just like if anything, it's just promo
Extra
for me,
promotion.
and it was connected to my Instagram account too. It wasn't connected to another account, so I was like, oh, like whatever, I don't fucking care.
Looks like I got a new staff
And
member.
and then a random post. She started this person. It's a she. She started posting like these like game posts. Where like, I'm gonna play a game with you guys. We're gonna have a prank war with each other or some shit.
So she used you and roped
And
you
she
in.
started like putting all of these like fake facts or something, and like. It was pretty much like prank war against all the people commenting, and like she was like keeping score of it and all this shit. And I was like, okay, too fucking far because who knows what she could say? She could
Liability, all
drop
that
a
shit, yeah.
fucking like the fucking like N
Oh,
word.
the N-bomb for sure, especially Musically.
Anything. And if I
N-bomb faggot,
and
it's
if
all
I
there.
and exactly, and if I ever pissed her off one day by anything I've ever done,
Right.
she could fucking ruin my fucking life. And then they would be like, and then if I were to claim that it wasn't me, people would be like,
Yeah,
you're just saying that
right.
because you fucking said that. But no. And I was just like, okay, I need to like fucking talk about this. So I went on Snapchat, went on Twitter, and I was just like, listen, I don't have a Musically, never did. I don't have a Musically. I literally said it 5 fucking times in like 5 different Snapchats. And then she starts posting, just pranked you guys on Twitter and Snapchat. And I was like,
Shut
oh, you wanna play?
She's smart.
Girl, we playing games now.
Oh,
And so
bitch.
everyone really thought I was pranking them. And then I would tweet, I'm like, guys, I don't have a Musically. And then all the tweets were like, you're pranking us. This is so funny. And I was
That's
like, what the fuck do I
hilarious.
do? What the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do?
But
And
find
then,
that bitch.
and then I got to a more serious note. I'm like, okay, well, whoever is running the account, I'm not mad at you or anything. Just like claim it as a fan page or friend page, whatever you want to call it. I just don't want people to get the wrong idea. And then she revealed herself like in a video, and she's like, hi, my name is whatever. This is a fan page for Issa. This isn't Issa's Musically. I'm sorry, Issa. This is a fan page. And she lost so many followers. I have never, this was like literally like fine bros
Oh my
count.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was just like,
Oh my God.
and then she kept changing her bio on the Musically to like, just lost 30,000. Oh, we're about to reach 40. And I'm just like,
Oh my God.
no. And like, I'm nothing, like she, like for her to like run that fan page, like she was putting in a lot of work into it, you know? And she was like, also like, finding other people's videos that they made and like my meet and greets, like Musical.ly's I've made with other people, and she was posting those. So like obviously like she does care about me, and like I totally support that. But when it gets to the point where people don't know and it's like, okay, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Then I need to say something.
So now what's she doing?
I didn't check it. I deleted I deleted Musical.ly.
Dead.
And I feel like the reason I never jumped on the Musical.ly bandwagon is because of how Vine went for me. And I was like, you know what? People might love me on there, but I'm just not gonna do it for the likes. I'm not going to do it for better activity everywhere else. I'm not gonna do it to be like, just posted a YouTube video, youtube.com/Twaimz.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I never did it.
It was
And
fun a couple times, but I got bored
and I
with
didn't
it.
want it to. I didn't want Vine to happen again. And you know, like I did like Vine a lot of the times. It is a great app, and it was very genius what they did to turn it almost into like a GIF, but like video form. Like it was such a weird concept that was so new. And now this is new, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just go with my gut, do what I'm doing, and now it's kind of to the point where I don't really know what I want to do on YouTube. Because I have so many of these ideas and I've shot so many different things. I just did like a game show and I hosted for like the first time in my whole life. And everyone was coming up to me and they're like, you know, like, you're such a natural at this. Like, how long have you been hosting? And I was like,
First time, bitch.
like 3 hours?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh. And I was like, thank you. I just had no idea that I was going to like it. And, you know,
You're a good people person.
it's so weird for me because being in front of 7 cameras made me so much more comfortable and so much lighthearted than me being at home with 1 camera and 1 light. Like it was such a like,
Well, you're performing now.
it was such an eye-opening experience for me. And like, I just never thought I would actually be able to do something like that. I thought I would always have to be sitting down in a chair in my fucking room,
You need
editing
a new chair, by the
video
way.
for like fucking 10 hours.
Well, listen,
I saw your chair and it looked
And
busted.
when
You
you
need a new
come
Oh
to
chair.
no, listen.
BTW girl, you need a new chair.
I use that chair for like comedic purposes.
right.
But
Duct tape.
And my dad also uses that chair. Never mind. I need to fucking move out. Let's fucking say that. And I am going to be moving out soon. What were we talking
Well,
about?
listen,
Yeah.
when you move out, I have a room.
It's haunted.
There's 7 cameras in it.
Oh,
It's gonna make you feel
Feels
really,
gonna make me
really
feel
comfortable.
so
You
natural.
feel great about it.
Well, guys, this has been a great time. Follow me on Musical.ly. My name is Twaimz. It's my
Okay.
account. I do facts. And
Okay, honestly, can I just say that my dad is probably going to end up taking over my fucking channel.
well, you should have your dad make a Musical.ly.
Oh my god, can you imagine like all the fucking weird motions with some like fucking Arabic music in the background? For
Yeah.
anyone who doesn't know, my dad is extremely fucking Arab.
He's
like he is like
adorable.
foreign Arab, like very conservative. But I love him, and he's probably like people love him more
He's
than me. And I'm just like,
adorable.
you know what, Dad, you're gonna start getting a really big check soon.
Yeah.
Take it, it's all yours. But no, I do enjoy doing YouTube, but there's definitely gonna be a change very
Cool.
soon.
Well, I'm excited for the change, guys. Go
Thank you
subscribe
so
to him.
much.
Thank you guys for listening to
Yeah,
this.
thank you
Thank
so
you for
much, guys.
enjoying our beef and also our sweets.
And can I just say that I've been listening to your podcast for a very fucking long time.
Really?
And I was just like on one of my flights listening to your podcast, and I was just like, I'm gonna be on this. This is pretty fucking cool. And then at the same time, I was like, I want to talk some shit.
And we did.
And we did. Mission fucking accomplished.
Yay.
Yes.
Guys, thank you for enjoying this moment.
This is a really fucking weird
From
moment.
This was a good moment. I
Moments.
love this moment.
I really do too.
And now we're
And
gonna.
I love you too, Jesse.
Thank you. I love you too. It's not every day I hear that from a man.
From a
really?
man.
Yeah.
No. You're a
anybody,
fucking
really.
gem, both.
Thank you.
You're like emerald.
Ooh, diamonds in the rough.
Joey loves gems.
Yeah.
loves
Who?
crystals.
No, I'm kidding.
Hey.
Hey, no, those fucking rocks that he be getting are so fucking cool. How much does he fucking dropping on that shit? Like
Hello.
fucking 10K?
Girl, don't
Hello.
get
Oh,
me
I wanna,
started.
shit, we gonna have to Joey,
Joey,
10K, 50.
No,
Give me
some of
some
the
of them
rocks.
rocks.
Some of the rocks are so. I was like,
They're
Joey.
fucking cool.
I was like, Joey, which crystal should I get to help me out in my life? He's like, well, you should get that one. I'm like, oh, how much is it? He's like, that one's like $10. You don't need them. I'm like, damn.
What?
Who do you think I am, girl? I need an
$10?
expensive rock.
Are you fucking serious?
Some of them. Like the cheap ass ones he was trying to swindle my way.
Like the ones you get from like a gas station.
Yeah, with like rice and your name on the rice. Yeah,
Fuck.
in the crystal. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We have fun hanging out with you. Go
Yay.
subscribe to Twaimz and go, I don't know.
Yeah,
oh,
Twaimz, everything at
everything.
Twaimz. Woo, Twaimz. But my first name is Issa.
Isa.
Yeah.
And also, this is not thumbs up because that doesn't make sense. Leave a comment on SoundCloud or go to iTunes and leave
You
5
better
stars.
give this shit a 5
and
stars.
Give a 5-star rating.
We talk too much shit for this.
We
not
talk
to not
so
be
much
5
shit.
stars.
We deserve 6 stars. And Halo Anthony. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Come on the show.